Rand Paul made a complete fool of himself this week when he tweeted out an article from the Washington Examiner that explained how the Democrats were able to flip the state of Wisconsin from Trump in 2016 to Biden in 2020. And of course, Rand Paul included this text with his tweet of the article. How to steal an election, seeding an area heavy with potential Democratic votes with as many absentee ballots as possible, targeting and convincing potential voters to complete them in a legally valid way, and then harvesting and counting the results. That's how you steal an election, folks. You give people ballots, let them fill them out, and then you count those votes. That, according to a sitting Republican senator, one that actually went to medical school, that is stealing an election. And I love the fact that even in his tweet, he admits this is legal. He says it right there. It says, in a legally valid way. Did you not proofread your tweet before you sent it out, Rand? Like, this is the perfectly legal way that they're stealing an election. Kind of like how I point out, for the record, when Republicans go through all this voter suppression and, trying to prevent people from voting, it's totally legal. It is, unfortunately. It shouldn't be, but it is. When they pass these laws, that makes it legal. But that actually is stealing an election. That's suppressing the vote. Democrats are actually approaching people who are legally allowed to vote and making it easier for them. So just because both methods are legal doesn't mean they're both right. Suppressing people, trying to prevent legally eligible people from voting is wrong. It's always, it's always wrong. There's no way around that. It is wrong. Helping people who are legally able to vote get to vote, that's the right move. That's what we should want in this country. But of course, last year, Republicans, including Rand Paul himself, told us flat out they don't want more people voting because that doesn't bode well for Republicans. They told us, even Trump and Rand Paul both said it. The more people who vote, the better the Democrats do. There it is. It's not some big mystery how the Democrats flipped states like Wisconsin and Georgia. What they did was they went there to those places and they got active. They talked to people, they helped them be able to vote, and the people voted. And the votes went to the Democrats. Really simple if you ask me. And if you think that those perfectly legal methods of getting more people to vote are stealing an election, then clearly you don't know how elections work. And more importantly, you appear to be afraid of America's democratic process, and that's not a good trait that anybody wants to see in a sitting lawmaker like Rand Paul.